Hi there everyone, and welcome once again to the Train Aid HQ. My name is Nick, and in today's video we are going to be looking at how to become a freelance first aid trainer and how to set up your very own training company. Please do like and share the video, and also subscribe to our YouTube channel to receive the latest news and alerts and updates from the team here at Train Aid. In today's video, we are going to be looking at how to become a freelance first aid trainer. We're also going to be looking at how you can set up your very own training company or business. Some of the key points that we are going to be looking at is what qualifications do I need? How do I register with awarding bodies? What equipment do I need as a freelance first aid trainer? How do I arrange courses? How do I promote my company? What uniform should I wear? And what other courses can I offer? So first aid is one of them, but what other courses are available that I could teach as well? So we're going to look at a range of different points here, but if you do have any further questions, please do get in contact with the office team and we can answer any questions you might have. The first step in becoming a freelance first aid trainer and to set up your own company is to gain a teaching qualification. We personally recommend the Level 3 Award in Education and Training, otherwise known as your trainer qualification, and this will allow for you to teach any course or qualification that you have yourself. Here at Train Aid, we do offer this qualification. It is awarded through Highfield Qualifications, and it is delivered as an online self-paced qualification, as a 3-day classroom course and also a 3-day webinar course. Regardless of which format you choose, you still achieve the same qualification. Once you gain your certificate, this is yours for life. It does not expire, and it is awarded once again through Highfield and is Ofqual regulated. That means it's an accredited and approved qualification. The guided learning hours is roughly 40 learning hours. Most candidates take a month to complete this qualification. But to summarise, this qualification will allow for you to teach any course or qualification that you have yourself, such as first aid. So that is our first qualification in becoming a freelance first aid trainer. The second key certificate that you should gain is the Level 3 First Aid at Work qualification. This is the highest level of first aid, and with this qualification you can teach a range of different courses. Okay, these courses involve the basic life support training course. This is a 3-hour course that you could offer. This is ideal for doctors, dentists and also caseworkers. You can also deliver emergency first aid at work courses. These are 6 hours, and typical candidates for this course is shopkeepers, restaurant staff, gym, hotel and also warehouse workers as well. So with your first aid at work qualification, you can deliver these courses. Furthermore, you can also teach first aid at work qualifications as well. So you could perhaps go to a construction site and teach this qualification to construction staff, for example. Okay, so this would be the ideal qualification to gain along with your teaching qualification. Furthermore, the third qualification that I would recommend gaining in order to become a freelance first aid trainer is the Pediatric First Aid 12-hour course. Now, this qualification is designed for those who work full-time with infants and children. This includes childminders, nursery school workers, after-school club workers, primary school teachers and also sports coaches as well. So alongside your teaching qualification, your first aid at work qualification, we'd also recommend gaining this qualification, which is focused on those candidates who work with infants and children as well, to further your knowledge of paediatric first aid as well. So this would put you in a very good position to teach within schools, within nurseries, within childminding settings as well. So with this qualification, okay, once you've achieved this, you can also teach the Pediatric First Aid course, which is the 6-hour option. This qualification is suitable for nannies, au pairs, and also babysitters, and meets the requirements for the voluntary Ofsted childcare register as well. So to become a freelance first aid trainer, as I said, we're looking for a level 3 award in education and training, a first aid at work qualification, and the 12-hour level 3 pediatric first aid course. And you can teach all types of first aid courses there. So in order to teach first aid, you will need to just be mindful of keeping your first aid at work and first aid pediatric qualifications up to date, okay? So your own certificates for first aid will have an expiry date. So as a first aid trainer, you need to be mindful of those, that they're not expiring, otherwise you won't be able to work, okay? So please make sure that your first aid qualifications are up to date. You will need to renew these qualifications once every 3 years as well. So please make sure that they don't expire. Now, another key question we get asked is, how do I register with an awarding body? Okay, so first of all, what are awarding bodies and what is their role? Okay, so awarding bodies are there to standardise first aid practice. You also work with awarding bodies, okay, in order to gain first aid certificates. So you are a representative of the awarding body, okay. They allow for you to teach accredited first aid courses and issue certificates with, of course, their logo, but also your own as well, okay. For example, this certificate has the Train Aid logo, but it also has the FAIB logo as well. So that's the first aid industry body, okay. They are our awarding body, okay, and we work closely with them. So certificates are produced by them, okay, and it has, once again, our logo on there. And in terms of an awarding body, you can work closely with them. Of course, you will have to pay an annual membership fee, okay, but they're incredibly useful because you can gain, of course, resources from them. They are a point of contact, and you are teaching to the latest first aid standards as well. So it is very important for you to join an awarding body. There are many out there, okay, such as Highfield Qualifications, the Federation of First Aid Training Organisations, and also TQ UK as well. But please do perhaps get in contact with the first aid industry body, and they can give you lots of help and advice on becoming an accredited training centre and also a first aid trainer on their behalf. Furthermore, we are looking at what certificates can I issue as a freelance first aid trainer. So there are two key terms. We have accredited course certificates and also unaccredited course certificates as well. So once you've gained your level 3 award in education and training and also your first aid at work qualifications, okay, you can teach accredited courses, okay. Accredited means that they have been approved by awarding bodies, okay, and you'll also see the Ofqual regulated certificate on there, which means they are accredited through Ofqual and they are on the RQF framework as well. So of course you can teach these accredited courses, but also as a freelance first aid trainer, you could create your own bespoke training packages and courses. These are unaccredited, okay? However, they are incredibly useful as well because you can perhaps create industry specific training packages for certain companies, factories, okay, and they could be tailored to that organisation as well. So you can teach whether it's accredited courses, official courses, or unaccredited courses. So you can teach a range of different pathways there. One of the most common questions is, what equipment do I need in order to deliver first aid courses? So just behind me, we have a suggestion of the different first aid equipment that you should be taking to your courses. We have a projector, a portable projector screen, which you can just see in the picture here. We also recommend a laptop, pens, learner assessment paperwork as well, which you'll receive from the awarding body. Any first aid manuals as well, such as this one here. As we can see, we have the TrainAid logo. So with your awarding body, you would like to order some first aid manuals, such as this one, and you could have your own company logo on there. We'd also recommend antiseptic wipes, face shields, an AED training unit and pads, disposable gloves, adult mannequins as well. So we would strongly recommend for you to take perhaps 2 to 3 adult mannequins, and also child, baby mannequins as well. It very much is dependent on the course that you are delivering. It could be pediatric first aid as well, but you will need to take mannequins for your candidates to demonstrate CPR, for example. And in terms of a useful website where you could consider gaining this equipment from, we would recommend the first aid resources website, Leodel. They are the industry standard for mannequins and first aid resources, so please do check out that website there. Furthermore, we are going to be giving you just some advice now on how to set up and how to market yourself as a freelance first aid trainer. So one of the advantages of becoming a freelance trainer is that you can, of course, work your own hours, your own courses, okay? And it's very much down to you, okay, to get the ball rolling, okay, and getting yourself out there as a trainer. But here are a number of ways that you can do this. The first one is calling and emailing organisations. Okay, so of course, once you've received your teaching qualification and first aid at work qualification and the paediatric 12-hour certificate, you can teach a range of first aid courses. So why not email different companies, schools, offices, nurseries, factories, sports clubs and dentists, and to send perhaps a cover letter to say that you are a first aid trainer. Here are my course rates, and if you would like a course, please let me know. Furthermore, advertising, you can create business cards and perhaps put branding on a car, for example, to get your name out there as well. That's incredibly useful. You could create your very own website, okay, promoting first aid training, okay, to advertise yourself and also course costs as well. Furthermore, branded pocket masks and also key rings are very good freebies to give out to perhaps students on your courses, okay? And once again, it gets your name out there as your first aid training company. You could also have flyers as well, so you could go around houses and giving out flyers perhaps. That's absolutely fine to do. Blogs, you could be a first aid trainer blogger. You could set up your own YouTube channel, for example, demonstrating first aid, and that way it will gain interest from potential customers. And you could also host free workshops as well, such as online CPD workshops as well. Perhaps you could give out these CPD certificates, and that way you're promoting yourself as a freelance first aid trainer. Furthermore, company name and logo, very important. So here we have obviously TrainAid. This is our team, this is our company, but you could have a go of creating your own logo as well. We'd also recommend creating a LinkedIn trainer profile, so any type of customer can search for your services. Once again, you could have a review and testimonials page where customers who've received training from you can leave a review, okay, and you are going to be able to be searched more easier if you have a number of reviews, okay, so hopefully lots of 5-star reviews can come your way. You could also, when setting out as a training provider, you could register with other training providers and provide first aid training within your area. So you can, of course, be contacted as a trainer by other training providers, and that way you are going to be providing different first aid courses for other training providers. Perhaps that is going to be very useful when first starting out as a first aid trainer. Some other key points: you could have network events as well, so attend teaching and training and first aid networking events. You could also sign up to first aid trainer membership bodies as well to receive the latest updates and alerts on any events happening. We'd also recommend roll-up banners, which can be advertised perhaps outside of your courses. And furthermore, you could keep perhaps a database of your customers and to send them timely reminders when their first aid courses are due to expire. So that way you can hopefully get some more business and courses. A couple of other questions we have is, where can I deliver my training courses? So where can I, as a first aid trainer, deliver these courses? Well, of course, you can deliver in-house training courses. This means that you might go to perhaps an office, a school, okay, or a sports club and deliver training inside an organisation. So that's what the majority of first aid trainers do. They are asked perhaps by an office manager to come in and deliver training. So if you have your first aid at work qualification, pediatric first aid, then of course you can go into a range of different centres. But you can also teach open courses. This is where you might have perhaps a regular training venue. You might decide to book out a local community centre, and customers can perhaps book on your website to come along to this community centre in order for them to be taught first aid by you. Okay, so we have regular open first aid venues across the UK where customers can log on to perhaps our website, call us over the phone, and they can book onto one of our open course venues. You might want to consider an open course venue in the future as well. What insurance do I need as a first aid trainer? Well, there are two types of insurance, okay? Public liability insurance and also professional indemnity insurance as well. So these two types of insurance roughly cost £10 per month, but you will need them to become a first aid trainer as well. So just in case there might be a member of the public who may sue you for damage, hopefully not, but it's all very, very important that you do have insurance for your first aid courses. So please do have a look on our website and our blog for some further information on this. Another key question is, what uniform should I wear as a freelance first aid trainer? My advice is to wear perhaps practical and comfortable clothing, okay? Perhaps you can have your logo on a first aid polo, just like this one here. We have the Train Aid polo, so it's promoting the brand, and of course you could create your logo to promote your brand. So perhaps have comfortable and also practical clothing as well. Do look presentable as a trainer to give off the best impression for your customers as well. One of the most common questions furthermore is, what prices should I charge per course? This is quite a tricky question to answer, because the market is always fluctuating in terms of prices. However, your own company, okay, you decide on the course costs. However, I would strongly advise that you perhaps research the market, okay, and you can perhaps come up with an idea for the prices per course as well. But just as a reminder, basic life support is 3 hours, EFAW is 6 hours, first aid at work is 3 days, that's typically 18 hours as well. So the prices will differ in terms of the courses that you are delivering. Just be mindful about travel and also equipment costs as well. So you do have to factor that in when you are providing a quote to organisations who would like for you to deliver a first aid course. So just once again, do have a look at different training providers, and also you could also negotiate costs as well with customers. One of the final points of this video is what other courses can I offer? Okay, so as we know, with the level 3 award in education and training qualification, you can teach any course or qualification yourself. You don't have to be pigeonholed, you don't have to stay with first aid, okay? You could deliver some other courses as well, just as long as you have these certificates. Manual handling, health and safety, of course, companies do have to have those qualifications. Mental health, first aid courses, fire safety, leadership and management. There could also be security and also conflict management qualifications, IBOSH, NEBOSH as well. So all of those qualifications you could consider, okay? But a great starting point is to teach first aid and perhaps to branch out to these other areas as well. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you found this this video useful in order to start the ball rolling by becoming a freelance first aid trainer, freelance trainer, and also how to set up your own training company as well. If you do have any questions, please get in contact with the team. Please do send us an email or simply give us a call and we can discuss your different ambitions on becoming a trainer or to set up your own awarding body. So once again, please do like the video and also subscribe to the YouTube channel to receive the latest updates and alerts from the team. Bye for now.